And now last panel about alternative investments. Please introduce yourself, like shortly. Let's start with you.
Paul Su, CEO and founder of Paul Su, CEO and founder of Decasonic. We're a $50 million Web3 venture and digital assets fund, and thank you for having me today.
Is this microphone on?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. So I'm Tess Howe, founder of Tess Ventures. We're, a Silicon Valley fund that has been investing in Web3 over the last 8-9 years. Prior to that, Web2. So we have over 250 investments and have been very founder friendly because we're all founders supporting founders, a team of 10. We invest globally. Companies such as Animoca, Monad, Aptos, Eigenlayer, and a lot of great GameFi and a lot of great AI, projects in Web3 like Minimi.ai, and been just having fun and learning a lot, and hope to continue supporting founders.
Okay, good.
Amazing. Thank you so much for coming. I'm Kat Miroshnikova. I'm a co-founder of Unit Network and partner and co-founder of Unit Ventures. And what we do at Unit Network, we're building layer one, specifically focused on decentralized banking and tokenization of real-world assets, creator economy, small and medium businesses, basically tackling the long tail and businesses that generate revenue. In the past, I've been a limbic level athlete, and then after that, I switched to tech and venture. And thank you so much for having me here. Excited to learn more. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think they cannot share the 10x in alternative investments, right? It should be probably 1000x. But in general, if they talk about 5 years or 6, 7, there is a big trends, and big opportunity for the investors, specifically for the family offices. And same, that there is probably new business models too, because you coming from the hedge fund, right? I was quantum trader in the Renaissance, and I know how it's easy actually to make the money, but there is the 1000x, and second there is the big thing. What do you think?
At Decasonic, we really invest at the intersection of disruptive technologies. We believe when you intersect AI with Web3, Web3 with gaming, Web3 with commerce, it leads to high floor, high potential opportunities. It's one thing to pursue 1000xers, but when you over-lever and do other unsavory practices, that's a different risk reward than underwriting inclusive growth, underwriting founders who are mission-oriented, underwriting true technology that can benefit society. I think that does have a high floor, high potential opportunity. And this is something my team and I work on at Decasonic.
Mm-hmm. What about the youth fund from the Silicon Valley? And you actually focus it on founders. It's more risky.
Yeah, so
because everything in alternative investment can be decentralized. Sometimes you cannot be sure who is your founder, and they change the business models too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so for us, we really believe that invest in a tier one team. They can execute on any project. Obviously, in Web3, the ecosystem changes so quickly, the market changes. So you're betting on a team that's able to be nimble, be adaptive, be also iterative, and then really have a good, advisors and different investors on board to help them navigate this.
Mm-hmm. Katie, what about you?
I think we're looking into a very unique opportunity and a unique market for what we are building. First of all, that's the businesses that are not really available for investments. So usually, if you're investing, you have the opportunity of the deal flow for example, Web3 companies or traditional startups, and then the flow it's quite standard. And then what we focus on it's not a huge deal size, and then not very private opportunities for investments for startups, but then we are focused on small deals sizes, and then as well as new assets that are not really available. So basically, if you want to invest in your friends, in your for example, your favorite musician or your favorite artist or an athlete, then we provide those type of assets that you can directly invest in. And then that's what we do specifically with Unit. We are created this technology for easy access of those investment opportunities, but also we help those artists, musicians, as well as creators and entrepreneurs, anyone who want to fundraise and then launch their idea, or they want to engage their community, and then I think that's the next shift in evolution. So basically, I'm looking into future where I can directly invest in Paul or in Tess as an amazing entrepreneur and venture partner, and then I think this is the next shift, right? Not only investing in something that's super valuable, but then creating these new markets of new opportunities, new assets, and I think like this is the next shift for me. Thank you.
If they come back to the new type of the funds, right? It can be hybrid funds. For example, tokens plus equity, right? What do you think it should be next? If we talk about the technology look like a mix right now, before the guys they talk about it's going to be decentralized AI too, you know? What do you think like specifically for the funds? What is the next type of the venture capital or alternative investment capital, or like for you, like for the hedge funds too? What do you think, like how they close, plus how they close to, you know, change investors to the AI? You know, it's can be like AI investor, right? Like not like a Paul. It can be like the fully like the AI person. Same like in Renaissance too, or in many of the top funds. You know, in BlackRock, they use the Aladdin. They actually in trading, they have more than probably 60%. What do you think like about the new type of the investment strategies for you, like investment, like the capital too, and plus this thing, the AI, how they can use AI in investment too? Yeah, just it's like a multi-question, you know, like about something like about the future.
I've been in VC for 2 decades now. I saw
Wow.
the birth of .com and then social impact VC, and now Web3 impacting VC. VC doesn't get disrupted as fast as other areas of technology. I think we're, you know, as an asset class, we're still very hands-on. We're still an artisanal, relationship-based business. It's an investing style that's underwriting top talent, top founders, and there's still a lot of qualitative aspects to VC. At the same time, it's hard, or it's energizing to see the disruptions going on with Web3. Equity plus token warrants is such a standard deal now that is changing the liquidity characteristics of how venture capitalists will deliver returns. AI and technologies as AI will better remove the bias from our decision making to give people an equal chance across the world with what Bill is saying, but also removing biases of background and race, gender, et cetera. And then, you know, lastly, I think people are starting to generate better data around wallet data, on-chain data, to get to product market fit, to get to token market fit much faster. And those are 3 things we are rapidly tracking in Web3 venture that will blend our world, disrupt our world in venture.
Can you like say like 3 things one more time? What is this like for the
deal structure, equity plus token warrants,
Okay.
The role of AI to remove bias, to minimize bias, and certainly the accessibility of a lot of venture from Web3 technologies.
Interesting. What about you? What do you think?
So well said. I do definitely agree with how VC, in my personal opinion, is something that I think different type of technology has been trying to disrupt, such as crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, etc. However, I personally think with the rise of AI and with the rise of blockchain Web3, it actually, for VCs that can embrace that and empower that, we actually will have an edge, mainly because AI can actually make our job easier and, for our whole team, for us to quantify, different opportunities. There's just so many different technology platforms that allow us to do that. I personally am extremely excited for, AI agents, especially those who are building in Web3. Like I said, such as ourselves, Minimi.ai, the team there is doing something that allows for, I would say, almost Web 2.5, because we are converging Web 2 and Web 3 together, and AI is that bridge that allows us to do that. And in VC world, all of us need a Minimi.ai because it's our generative AI agent. Sure. Because we are asked so many questions. We are always, consistently trying to help founders, serve founders, our own portfolio, evaluate the new opportunities, speak on panels, be judges. So, and founders and entrepreneurs want access to us 24/7, and we want to do that. But, we don't have those superpowers that we totally do not need to sleep or eat yet. But otherwise, I'm sure the best VCs would love all day, every day to be talking to, their, community. And that's where I think Paul should have his own Minimi.ai. All of you should have that too. And that's just an example of AI agent, which I think is going to eat the world, just like, as A16Z said, software is going to eat the world. That's where we believe it. And to be able to reward, those with token utility of actually training the model, that's amazing. That's a behavior change that you need to incentivize. So therefore, to us, it's very exciting because it means help us help you. So for agents, you want that, but you need to train it. You can't be lazy. You can't expect AI just magically appear and things solve everything. There's so much work behind it. So that's why we think, having that Web3 component makes it truly exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely agree on those points. I think I'm super excited to have my digital twin, and so I can be more efficient, save my time, and spend on something that I really enjoy. So not crunching the numbers or going through teachers' emails and Telegram messages. So I think that's something that I'm excited about. And definitely, I think efficiency is what we are all looking for, right? And efficiency not only in automating the day-to-day activities, but then also efficiency in analysis, getting all of the data points, data metrics on the projects, because again, still we are making these decisions to invest in, I guess, sometimes based on intuition a lot, but then more data we gather, more we are automating those logic, then I think that's really going to help to make more smarter, more intelligent decisions in terms of how to invest and who to invest in. And I think like plugging in the tokenization on top of that, I think that's personally I'm super excited. And so I can directly support my future, my fellow founders, as well as the venture partners and investors. And yeah, I think those are the main ones. Thank you.
Yeah, and in conclusion, probably you, each of you can share in 2 minutes, probably advice for the family offices and investors, like individual investors, because of course they should be the professional venture capital guys, and guys who's professional alternative investment to like a hedge funds, like trading, or the be so sensitive about the startups. Probably you can mention what is the one of the best Web3 entrepreneurs, but just a short advice in 2 minutes, specifically for the each industry.
Sure.
For the family office.
I raised $50 million, the majority from family offices, qualified purchasers, and high net worth individuals. I think in a world of AI that's driving productivity and efficiency and data at the fingertips, a lot of family offices, a lot of professional investors are actually veering the opposite way. They care more about relationships, people, trust, these humanistic qualities that make ourselves imperfect. Family offices, ourselves, we care more about that now. The next wave of implications for an AI accelerated world is probably the opposite of what we think today. It's going to rely more on being present, engaging in meaningful work, having meaningful relationships, trusting your fund managers, trusting your underwriting practices. So in some respects, it might swing the opposite direction. And as we talk to our family offices and our investors this way, we're seeing that kind of quest for meaningful relationships.
That's
Yeah. So I do agree with what Paul says. I hope that, at Test Venture, we hope that there will be a world where AI is utilized to help us save time so that we can be more present and do the things that, we want with family, with friends, even with founders. We would love to and not have to do all the stuff that our co-pilot can help us, so your agent, that really can. But it will take time, so we're patient. But, we hope to embrace AI for the right reasons. But along the way, there's going to be challenges, hiccups, and, everything else that we need to solve. But hopefully we all can support and contribute. So I think we'll be good.
Definitely, I agree with both of you. I mean, hard to not to. And I think for me, it will be investing in value base, and then really looking for projects for founders that have the heart in what they're doing, right? That they're super passionate about changing the future, actually making the impact-based investments. I think that's something that I'm super passionate about. Something that really helps our world to change and expedite our evolution, not to destroy our planet, right? And I think value-based and purpose-driven investments, I think that's something it's very important, and as well as looking for projects that do the value-based, do the purpose-based, but then also make the profits. So it's actually having very sustainable models of generating value. So they do have the flywheel of how to repurpose, how to generate not only profit base, and then because if we're looking at the crypto industry, it's a lot of about revenue based, right? Like even the trends with meme coins, right? I mean, those are great, but also I think we need something tangible, something that really unites us to create a better future.
Yeah, and for my the conclusion, I think the most hard is to be investor in Web3 and alternative investment, and it's hard to be the next, I don't know, Vitalik Buterin, or the next investor for all of this, the companies, because you should be social oriented. You should be a community fund too. You should be in trading too. And I wanna say the good luck, guys. In this, it's so hard, yeah. And I hope it should be the next $1 billion company from your fund specifically, and for the KD2, and next technology too. And thank you so much.
Thank you.